Hello everybody, this is your second stimulus check update and second stimulus package update for December 1st. Finally everybody, we have some great news in regards to the second stimulus payment. The city of Houston could send $1,200 stimulus checks to residents amid federal stimulus failure. Newsweek claims that Houston, Texas may soon offer residents relief checks of up to $1,200. Folks, if you live in Houston, are you ready to receive a second stimulus payment? And if you don't live in Houston, then leave a comment down below if you think that your city should pass more stimulus payments. Mitch McConnell has rejected a bipartisan $900 billion stimulus relief plan. That's according to CNBC. The plan aims to address the expiration of key economic aid programs, including an unemployment insurance extension. And according to CNN, Biden readies major stimulus push and flurry of executive actions in his first 100 days. By the way, everybody, do you think that President-elect Joe Biden will do a better job than President Trump in office? Tell me what you think in the comments down below, everybody. And before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Click the notifications bell so you never miss all the newest and most up-to-date, reliable stimulus check information. And let's get this video to 1,000 likes if you think that Mitch McConnell and the Republicans should pass a $900 billion stimulus relief plan. My message to our American government is to pass the stimulus. No more political games. Put aside the political differences and help the American people. If you agree with my message, then leave a comment down below saying, I agree. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell held a news conference today. And let's see what he said about our second stimulus payment.
Let me tell you where I think we are. Leader McCarthy and I have been in discussion with the Secretary of the Treasury and the President's Chief of Staff, trying to ascertain what the President would actually sign into law. And I think we have a sense of what that is. I laid that out in the call that we had just a little while ago. We're going to send that out to all the offices and get some feedback to see how our members of the law. I think the one thing we all agree on is that we don't have time for messaging games. We don't have time for lengthy negotiations. The issue is, do we want to get a result? And I like to remind everybody that the way you get a result is you have to have a presidential signature. So I felt the first thing we needed to do is to find out what the president would in fact sign. We believe we've got the answer to that. We're vetting that on our side, and then we'll let you know later whether we think there's any way forward. But certainly we know we can say, I hope, that this is something that would be signed into law by the President, be done quickly, deal with the things that we can agree on now. And I think we all know that after the first of the year, there's likely to be a discussion of it.
Everybody tell me what you think about Mitch McConnell. Should he be passing a second stimulus payment right now? The Democrats have offered him a $900 billion stimulus relief plan, but he has rejected it. Everybody, who is to blame for holding back our second stimulus check? Is it Mitch McConnell? Leave your comments down below, everybody. According to CNBC, the Kentucky Republican, who has supported about $500 billion in new stimulus aid spending, said he wants to pass what he called a targeted relief bill this year. McConnell said he spoke to White House officials about what President Trump would sign into law. He plans to offer potential solutions to GOP senators and get their feedback. We just don't have time to waste, he told reporters in response to the roughly $908 billion plan put together by bipartisan members of the GOP-controlled Senate and Democratic-held House. CNBC reports that Mitch McConnell said a must-pass spending bill and pandemic relief provisions will all likely come in one package. Congress needs to approve funding legislation by December 11th to avoid a government shutdown. CNBC reports that the framework of the bipartisan relief bill that was released Tuesday includes $288 billion in small business aid, such as Paycheck Protection Program loans, $160 billion in state and local government relief, and $180 billion to fund a $300 per week supplemental unemployment benefit through March. It would put $16 billion into vaccines distributions, testing and contract tracing. However, the proposal would not include another direct payment to most Americans. It also would offer temporary federal protection from pandemic-related lawsuits. It's a provision the Democrats have opposed. CNBC goes on to say that it is unclear whether lawmakers can craft a plan that can get through both chambers of Congress before the end of the year, when many programs expire. Democrats have opposed liability protections and pushed for $600 a week supplemental jobless benefits, while the GOP is against new state and local aid. Susan Collins, a Republican from Maine, told reporters it is absolutely essential that we pass emergency relief. Senator Joe Manchin from West Virginia also told reporters that the group had no assurances from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi or Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell that they would vote on the plan. Pelosi and McConnell have not yielded ground from the respective $2.2 trillion and $500 billion aid bills. Leaders of the Democratic-held House and GOP-controlled Senate have not held formal talks on stimulus since the 2020 election on November 3rd. But according to Newsweek, there is some good news to look forward to, everybody. And that is that the city of Houston could send $1,200 stimulus payments to residents. Newsweek claims that Houston, Texas may soon offer residents relief checks of up to $1,200. Under the new proposal, the city would open a $30 million direct relief fund for those struggling financially due to the pandemic, along with another $10 million to help small businesses, according to a Tuesday report from the Houston Chronicle. Harris County, which contains Houston, launched a similar program in November. The Houston mayor, Sylvester Turner, told the paper, "People can utilize that on whatever, utility, rent, you name it. We are doing everything we can with the dollars we've been given to try to meet those needs or people where they are." Everybody tell me in the comments down below, is this a good sign? And do you think that your city should also pass stimulus payments to all of its residents? Tell me what you think, everybody, in the comments down below. The program will use funds that the city received from the CARES Act earlier this year. Of the $30 million, $28.5 million will go to residents, and the remaining $1.5 will be set aside as a payment to Baker Ripley. Newsweek goes on to say that with more than 8 months after the passage of the CARES Act, efforts to pass another relief bill have remained stalled due to partisan disagreements in Congress. Sticking points have included both details of specific provisions and the overall size of a new bill, with Democrats favoring a proposal costing an amount similar to the CARES Act, and Republicans preferring a much smaller bill. Everybody, do you think that Mitch McConnell should pass a smaller stimulus relief package right now? The Democrats have already offered him a $900 billion stimulus plan, but he rejected it. Why is Mitch McConnell holding back our second stimulus payment? Tell me what you think, everybody, in the comments down below. With that being said, folks, that is all the news in regards to a second stimulus check and second stimulus payment. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, and let's get this video to 1,000 likes if you want to get another stimulus check before Christmas. Thank you for watching, everybody. Until next time, have a great day.